What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive, and of course, Pay to Drive vlogs, day number 1375, coming at you with a brand new video. I hope you're all having a great one out there. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat or the comments. And if you drive for apps like GRUBHUB, DoorDash, Uber Eats, or any of the others, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with all notifications turned on, everybody. That is correct. So, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button down below. Just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And let's jump into the email. Triple Lindy, Thornton Melon style. Is that cringy? Of course it is. But that's just the way life is sometimes. So, this comes from our buddy Jay. Remember Men in Black? It was J and K. Here he is. It's not the same guy, but imagine if it was. So, he says, "Hi, Pete. You can call me Jay, like the letter for short. I ask that you don't use my name, except for Jay, or my email address. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm in Oregon." So there you go. Anybody else in Oregon? Let me know what market you're in the chat or the comments down below. "I had a bad experience with a restaurant. I went to a Chinese restaurant. I walked up to the counter and said, 'Hi, I'm here for this person.' The person at the counter walked off as soon as I said, 'Hi, I'm here for.' There were two waitresses who looked at me 4 times in 10 minutes and didn't say anything. So I'm sure this is going somewhere great. They refused to say anything to the 2 other GRUBHUB drivers. They turned around and didn't even let me finish. I had waited for 10 minutes. After the 10-minute wait, I canceled the order and walked out. I had called GRUBHUB right away after I'd gotten to my car. They had told me that they are doing something new. They are now banning restaurants from drivers for bad service. This is actually not bad, okay? It's called a conditional ban, meaning you may still get orders from that restaurant, but if you refuse an order or drop an order from that restaurant, you will no longer be penalized for it. This is a big thing, guys, okay? It will not count against your acceptance rate. I heard this from the operator. I had stayed on the phone with her until she was done. I had gotten another order from the restaurant and was not penalized for refusing the order. The restaurant has had a number of complaints before. Now GRUBHUB is letting the restaurants know that they will be penalized for bad service by sending them less drivers. They let me know it was an unnecessary business practice by ignoring drivers. They let me know it's also a violation of GRUBHUB's user agreement to use bad practices towards drivers. Hope this brightens your day." It does, Mr. J. Now, back when I started in 2017, okay, they hadn't come up with this quite yet. But I believe it was 2018 when I was having issues with a few particular restaurants in my market that were just taking insanely long to make the food. Now, I understand certain restaurants, the types of food, depending on what it is, not everything's a burger and fries where it takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes or less. Some places require more time to cook the food. Understandable, okay? Back then, we did have this option, okay? You would call driver care and say, "Can you please put a ban on this restaurant," whatever the name is, okay? "And I don't want to receive orders from there anymore." And it would work like half the time. But we would still be penalized if we rejected an offer from there, okay? But now it seems like they've upgraded it, and overhauled it a little bit, where if you do get an offer from that restaurant that's on the conditional ban, that it doesn't, count against you, I guess, for your driver rating, being Premier, Pro, or Partner, or what have you. I do think this is great. I do think that more people should take advantage of this, in a good way, of course, so that at least if you are trying to maintain one of those driver levels for, ability to schedule blocks earlier, things like that, if that's important to you. But otherwise, it's not a really big deal. Because again, you have that ability to reject as many orders as you want. So at least that's how it is so far. Hopefully GRUBHUB doesn't put anything in place kind of like DoorDash has been doing lately, but that'll be a story for another time. So, Jay, I do want to thank you for sharing this information because it's pretty great. So with that being said, drivers in the chat or the comments, please, in detail, let me know, has this been something you have been taking advantage of in your area? And when I say taking advantage of, I mean that in a good way. Have you guys been putting conditional bans on certain restaurants that don't provide good service to you? Let me know down below. And if any of you would like to share something, just like Jay did, send an email to paytodrivestories@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from all of you. And if you want a quicker response, you can always message me through Patreon, okay? There's a sign-up link down below in the description or the pinned top comment down below at patreon.com/paid2drive, okay? Sign up on there, send me a message, we'll talk. And anyone who signs up on there, I give you guys shout outs in all my new videos. So with that being said, I'm going to do that right now. When you hear your name called in the chat or the comments, say, hey, Pete, I heard my name. We've got our $100 ultimate driver, Ari Rosenbaum, incredibly generous human being. As well, we also have Samantha Michaels, Brian Pomeroy, Brian Medina, Heidi Barnes, Joe Valerio, Kurt Paul, Lee Peacock, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Laura Love, Agus, Tom Perry, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Joyce Hine, Brian Richardson, Kenny Bess, Jenny Thomas, John Bonacci, Matt Epperson, Nick G., Stacy Miller, Terrence Pacheco, and Valerie Brown. Huge shout outs to all of you. So, sign up down below for Patreon and get your shout outs and a few other perks. And also, if you have not yet, please download the Get Upside gas app. It's a free gas app for your smartphone, okay? It allows you to get money off of every gallon you pump, all right? So download it from the link in the description at the bottom, okay? Pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Link's in the description. Please make sure to download it. All right. And of course, if you want one of these awesome Live to Drive, Drive to Live t-shirts, you can get one. That's right, over at paytodrivestore.com. Everything's on sale every day. Different designs, different colors, sizes. This actually happens to be one of the best sellers on there. So go get one for yourself. All your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies at paytodrivestore.com. So if you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate it. Let me know in the chat or the comments by commenting END428, END428. Just lets me know you made it to the end. Hit that free red subscribe button down below. Turn on all notifications so you're always notified when I post something new. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. So with that being said, until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you next time right here on Paid to Drive and of course, Paid to Drive vlogs. And as always, drive safe, be well, and we'll see you on the next one.